Hey friends and family, Mike here. It is the 12th of January, it's about 4 p.m. and here we are to come up to do a quick hive inspection. And what that means is I want to take the lid off and take the lid off. I want to take the super, which is the honey box, and have a look at the frames. It's been about 2 weeks since I've been here, and I can see straight away that the front entrance has a lot more traffic than I expected. So that means that our beehive is actually growing fast and the queen's doing a great job. What I want to do today is I want to take this lid off and take the honey super away, and then take the queen excluder off, and I want to pull the frames out. And from there's 10 frames. So what I want to do is hold up the frames for about 10 seconds on each side in the camera, so I can basically video what each frame looks like on each side. And what that will do is later down the track I will be able to replay the video and get an understanding of how the hive is going, rather than have a look at the frames for a minute or two holding them out of the hive. So I want to hold them, I want to bring them out, put them in front of the camera, turn it around, put it in front of the camera, and then put it back as soon as possible. So that's the plan today. So, but apart from that, it looks great. There is I can just tell that the amount of traffic coming out the front of the beehive is probably, I wouldn't say doubled, but it's at least 1.5 times of what I saw last time. So with that, let's get started. I'm going to zoom this out. I'm going to adjust the camera. I'm going to bring the camera back, and hopefully with a quick couple of adjustments I can get this camera up nice and straight, and then we can continue. Okay, so here goes. I've got my bee suit on. Normally if I was just having a look, I would have said, I don't need the bee suit, I can just walk up very gently because they're doing a great job, and I'm not being intrusive. So first thing is to take this lid off. Oh wow, last time I was here there weren't many bees up here. In actual fact there was there was 0 bees, but now I can see that this is starting to take off. I'm just going to open the side here. I don't want them to get upset, and I think they are already. I can just tell by the sounds. But here's one thing that I love. 2 weeks ago, when I come up here, that window was empty. That's the honey super where they store their honey. That was empty. And now I can see bees working actively. Yep, I can hear the drones kicking around me, they're not happy. But I'm just going to be very gentle and take my time. And of course use the smoker. Okay. So what I'll do now is I'll set up just here and we'll run through the process. Okay. Okay, so my smoker's doing a good job. Ralph's not here, so the smoker's doing a much better job. Yep, off they go. Alright, so I just better keep that close, make sure that it doesn't create a bushfire. Alright, so I just need to do a quick shuffle here. Get some of this stuff moved around so I can take this super off and just put it on the side. Just gently. Oh my god. I hope you can see this because my super is chockers. These guys are working hard. One thing I did notice when I turned up earlier, as soon as I got out the car, I could smell the honey. It was insane. It was just a wonderful smell. And I mean, they're working on every super, super frame. Have a look at them go. So from what I've learned on YouTube over the last 30 to 40 days, that when they start producing honey like this and building out their honey, that it means the hive is extremely happy. And you know, it's all the people I've been following on YouTube that have really told me what to look for and what to do, which has made me probably a beginner beekeeper. But you know, this stuff is all for our family and friends, and these guys here, or these girls here, are all our family and friends. So we want to make sure that they have a great existence for the 6 weeks or 7 weeks that they live. So that's what we're doing now. I am just blown away by how busy this is. Like 6 weeks. Fantastic. Alrighty, I can see that you're getting a bit agitated. It can't be me, because I'm a pretty good fella. They're probably thinking, where's Ralph? Alrighty. I'll just readjust the camera. That's a bit wonky, but that's okay. Well, maybe if I just lift this up a bit. Okay, it's the camera that's not on the proper angle, but that doesn't matter. All right, so what I'm going to do now is, this is the honey super. I'm going to put this lid back on. You can see the bees here, they're all starting to work away. I'm not sure what they're doing, but they seem to be fairly dug down in those little holes. So we'll just have a look at that. They all look beautiful. They look well, so I'm just going to close that lid off. Oh, remember, up, up. Okay. I don't want everyone to get pissed off with me, because I'm only here to help and check and make sure everything's okay. Alright, I'm going to lift this super off. Geez, it's warm. And I seriously don't want to hassle anyone. Alrighty, so lift the super off. This is what I'm seeing. On top of the beehive. It looks as busy as hell. Matter of fact, it looks... wow. Alrighty, so what I need to do... hopefully with a bit of smoke, as they say, and there's not much smoke coming out of this smoker, unfortunately. They should go down and just hang out for a bit, but that's okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is take the queen excluder off gently and put it down here, let it go, which is good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is give this a bit of a smoke. Okay, so that's working sort of okay. Okay, so these guys have down. Just need to take it easy. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to bring the camera back here. Just going to change the angle. You can see that they're not upset, but they're just well, I don't know, maybe they could be upset. Okay, just get this straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out a frame and I'm going to hold it in front of the camera, and just so for later on I can have a look at the growth. Now I don't do this a lot, and I seriously don't want to do this a lot because they're busy and they got work to do, and the last thing they need is a guy like me coming in and just disrupting their beautiful home. Okay, so what we've got here is the first frame. Okay, that'll be the first frame. It's one of the early ones. I did cover this in beeswax initially, so I can see they're starting to build it out. Just down the bottom here, there's little bits of wax that they're putting on there, which is beautiful. Okay. I'm already excited by what I can see with the second frame because I think they're building their way out, which is good. And I can see some awesome things on the second frame. So I will just lift this up. Oh yeah, look at this. Okay, so we've moved out. This is the second frame from the bottom. So if I'm standing at the bottom, I can see they're building this out, and holy crap. So this is what it looks like normally when I put it in, and have a look at the wax that they've already built up. You might be able to see the thickness through there. Wow, these guys are busy. Oh shit, I wanted to just hold that there for a second because I'm looking for the queen, if I can just see her. So what I can do later when I get home is pause the video. Wowee. Nice and gently. I don't want to hurt one of our little fellas at all. Beauty. Okay, so that was the second frame. I'm going to move to the third frame. I can think it's only going to get bigger and better as we move forward. Might just give them a quick smoke, just to make sure that they're all okay. Not much smoke's coming out of here. Ralph, where are you when I need you? Okay, so the third frame is one of the ones that we bought when we bought the hive. This isn't one of the frames that was part of the nook that we originally purchased. Okay. Oh, geez. So this is one of our frames that Ralph and I purchased initially. I hope you can see that. So these guys are absolutely flat out here building out this hive, because last time I checked 2 weeks ago this was empty. And you can see the hive they're building, the wax they're building. Oh my god, look at the honey in those already. That is just absolutely amazing. There is so much honey here already, I cannot believe. Okay, so this is the brood box. So this honey is pretty much reserved, not for us to enjoy. This is reserved for the family. And when I say the family, the bee family, it's what they eat. So that's 1, 2, 3 of the frames that come with the hive. So these aren't ones that were purchased with the bees, because if you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They were the frames we purchased when we bought the nucleus. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the other end now, because I don't expect much from these. It doesn't look like these have taken off that well just yet, because the hive is still growing. It looks like they've decided to go that way first. And as we can see, there's a little bit of wax. This might have broken off, but they'll fix that. Yeah, it's broken a little bit, but I just think they're sussing it all out and working out what they're going to do. Alright, this will be the second one. Starting on that. Can see. Not much going on. So they are the 1, 2, 3 frames that we put in. The 1, 2, 3 at the rear, if I call this the rear and this is the front. So these 1, 2 at the front haven't been touched yet. I can see bees on them. Now, we're going to get into the real side of it. This is where I need to, I guess, take my time and hold this up to the camera so I can really see where the queen's living and making sure I can see larvae. Yeah, some of the bees aren't happy. There's a couple buzzing around me like really not happy, but that's okay, because we're just going to be very, very gentle. Wow, this is very hot. This is very hot and very heavy. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now I need to look at this later because there's a thing called a brood pattern, and from what I can remember, this looks fantastic. So I can see, I just need to check. I'm not 100% sure if that's brood or if that's honey, but I think that's brood. And the honey's on this side. So the honey's here and the brood, which is what is the babies, is there. So just looking round, I don't want to hold this too long. Just looking round, can I see a queen? I can't, but I think later when I look at the video on playback I might be able to find it. Oh shit, I kicked that peg. Come on guys and girls, careful. Going in. Okay, just give this a bit of a smoke. I think I don't want to hassle them. Maybe I could have done a better job on my smoker today. Putting out minimalistic. But that's okay. Alright, let's try the next frame. Come on guys. Alright, so I've got the next one coming up. Again, this is quite heavy. Oh yeah. Check this guy. Right, here we go. I can see they're all getting a bit agitated. I hope the camera can see this okay. That's one side. And that's the other. Very, very busy. second. I think we're a little bit agitated. Smoke it out. Good one. Alright, so the smoke is out. Damn it, I should have done it more. But anyway, we've done the first 2. I've got 2 to go. So I might as well just see if I can just hang in there just briefly. No, they're getting a bit pissed off. So what I'm going to do, oh yeah, they're not happy. I can see they're starting to sting the bloody handle. Alright, so I'll be back shortly. I need to go and fill up my smoker and come back again. Won't be long.